Hey, hi, Dr. Clayton Stitzel here at ScoliSMART, Pennsylvania, doing another interview with one of the parents of my patients. And this one's a little different because this is one of the parents who did early stage intervention with our program with our clinic for her son Nate, and she's very proactive, and that's serving her son very well. And I got to tell you, her son Nate is one of the all-time great patients, great kid. You're doing a great job with him. Really pleasant, polite kid, hard worker. I'd take 1,000 more just like him. But this is Kelly. This is Nate's mother. And Kelly, thanks for joining us today and sharing your experience here with other parents who are kind of sitting around this kind of wait and watch observation phase, hoping it doesn't get worse, and then wondering what they're going to do if it does get worse. And a lot of parents in this stage of the game here are kind of that gut feeling of like, I feel like I should be doing something right now. Right there, I mean, I don't feel like I should be sitting around doing nothing and hoping it doesn't get worse. I feel like I should be being proactive. I feel like I should be helping our child. Obviously no one wants their kid to have to wear a scoliosis brace. Obviously no one wants their kid to have scoliosis surgery. So what are the steps we can do before we even get to those levels? And where a lot of parents are asking and wondering. And this is an opportunity to kind of share your experience and how we're able to get ahead of this thing with Nate and how he's currently doing. He's been doing our program for a while now. He's out of reevaluation and all that stuff and that sort of thing. So Kel, what was your treatment experience with scoliosis prior to come to our clinic with Nate?
So, he wasn't even diagnosed with scoliosis till maybe 2 years ago. He was just having a lot of pain in his chest, and I had taken him to physical therapy to just work on that. And my physical therapist actually mentioned scoliosis, if he was diagnosed with it or had any issues with it. So, when I was at the pediatrician, I brought it up and they said about doing an x-ray. And they did, and they said it was mild, and they said, we'll keep an eye on it. So that was pretty much just, no one seemed very concerned about it. And I think I had a little more concerns. So yeah.
Well, the reality is that 80% of patients who are diagnosed with adolescent idiopathic scoliosis will not have progressive scoliosis. They'll develop a mild to moderate curvature, but it won't continue to progress through growth, and they'll never require surgical intervention, right? And they're like, well, if they don't require surgery, then it's not a problem. And I'm like, we should be doing more for these kids than just dodging the knife, right? I mean, well, 80% of kids who are diagnosed with scoliosis will never require surgical intervention. 100% of their moms want them to get better, right? So we should make a genuine effort to help these kids get better. So that's great. Yeah, thank you. That's great. So how did you find us? How did you end up in our clinic?
So I had done some treatment with you for myself prior to that, and I had a really good experience and felt a lot better personally. So I wanted to give my child the same experience and hopefully make him have a better future if he could get it under control.
Yeah, no, appreciate that. Yeah, and I'm glad you did really well with our program as well for unrelated to scoliosis issue. But the greatest compliment I always get as a physician is when a former patient, a mother in particular, trusts me with their child's health, right? And that's a huge compliment to me, and I appreciate you saying that. It makes me feel good. So, um, so how was your treatment experience regarding Nate here in our clinic, and what kind of results have you guys seen?
I feel like it went really well. He didn't seem to mind going, and I mean, it's a lot of work, and it's hard as a teenager to put in all that work. But after putting in all the work and then having a reevaluation, I think it has helped to see that it's obviously helping. And he's definitely at a point in his life where he's still growing, and I didn't want things to get worse as he grows. So seeing that it's going the other direction at this point in his life is
Yeah,
good.
we're not only just we're not just sitting around watching and hoping it doesn't get worse. We're actually proactively making it better, right?
Yeah,
His curve is actually reducing while he's through growth, right? Not just not getting worse, which
yeah.
quite frankly, a bona fide miracle when you talk about scoliosis, right? It
Mhm.
doesn't hurt that he's a really, really good kid too. That helps a lot. I can't take all the credit. Nate does the work, and he's a really got a good attitude and very compliant. So quite honestly, he's more important than I am in this process. So that doesn't hurt either. And what's one thing you would like a mother of a child with scoliosis to know?
I guess just don't underestimate yourself. And if people just say, like, kind of push it off, just to advocate for your child and
Yeah,
do what you feel is
yeah.
best.
Follow that mother instinct.
Yeah.
I joke around a lot, and you know me, I'm a kind of a happy-go-lucky, kind of extroverted kind of personality. But I always joke around saying that a worried mother will do better research than the FBI. It's a true story.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, thank you very much for your time today. Really appreciate you sharing your experience and everything, your thoughts and things with other mothers who are in the same position you were in, right? Where they're sitting around saying, "Hey, they say it probably won't get worse, but if it does, we'll have to do these horrible things, bracing surgery, yada yada. It's gonna ruin my kid's childhood and all that stuff." And I really think I should be doing something. That little voice in the back of your head, listen to it. You should be doing something. Okay, so we have an early stage intervention program here at ScoliSMART, and we're proactive, and we don't want kids just not have to dodge the knife. We want kids to actually get better. So appreciate your time today. You were great. Thanks.
Thank you.